The true nature of the war begins from this point forward. Accounts vary depending on the article and source. Everyone is a hero and a villain, and no one knows who is the victim and who is the aggressor. And what is peace? All questions commonly asked about any war in history. As the battlegrounds move to Belka, he is also thrust into the middle of this war. This is also where my interests shift from the war to him.
Intelligence reports that Belka is developing nuclear arms and V2, a weapon of mass destruction. The Allied forces' top brass have decided to send troops across the Hydrian line into Belka to check for nuclear arms and secure resource interests. Centered on the ruined base of Gladys, the Hydrian line, Belka's long line of defense, stretches 700 kilometers from Osia's southern border to the border of Saturn. Situated at the peak of Mount Ivrea, the ruins of Gladys have been transformed into a modern base with anti-aircraft artillery and a powerful defense system. The Golem team's mission is to launch an aerial strike on Gladys, opening the door to Belka for our ground troops. In all probability, this will be an extended operation. You'll be able to refuel during the latter half of the mission. If you're low on fuel, temporarily withdraw from the battle and return to base. Good luck.
Tom 1, you are cleared for takeoff. Your plane is in pretty bad shape. I've got a spare ready for you. Control tower, can I set it off now? Bandler 6, you're cleared for takeoff. Bandler 7, hurry up and taxi. Just have to take them out one at a time. Special weapons are almost gone. AA guns destroyed. Missile break. Chopper down. Their defenses are stronger than expected. Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar. This will be a springboard to nuclear inspections. We've got to sink that fortress. Missile warning. Gone 1. Missile launched. This is Area Castle. All functions are down. Most of our troops have fallen. No more attacks are coming from Sector B. I dodged the missile. Bandits in gun range. Call 2, Clock 2. Abandoned anti-aircraft bunker 4. There's nothing of use there now. Locked on. Don't worry about the fire anymore. Dispatch all troops in the battle. Enemy confirmed down. That's a kill for column 1. What's happening to Section 3? Haven't communications been restored yet? There's a fire creeping up on these forces in that tent. Get away from it. Locked on. Looks like things are gonna get rough. Don't go nuts on me now. Bandits in gun range. 80% of enemy forces are under our control. It's time to rock and roll. All planes, eliminate Gladysant. Approaching gun range. Extensive damage in Sector 2. I won't let them pass the Gladysant. Keep the Allied forces out. Too much rambling's gonna get you shot. Damn, he's got me in his sights again. The area target has been evaded. It's time to pull out the waves and burn them up. Enemy planes are coming at us. Great, perfect timing. Gladysant's attack powers have been neutralized. All planes, return to base. Did something just flash?
The operation was a success. Gladysant has fallen. The Allied forces have broken through the Hydrian line, bringing the battle to Belkan. I must inform you, however, that while you were on your mission, we received a report that the squadron attacking from Ustio's border was wiped out by a mysterious attack. We are currently investigating this incident. Belka's second line of defense stretches across the Shane Plains in the central region of southern Belka. Centered on 2 anti-aircraft camps, this line blocks our refueling unit's air route and is already delaying our military plans. This operation will consist of attacks on enemy ground troops and engagements with enemy fighters. There will be 3 squadrons in total. You can decide which one to accompany. Alpha Team will be responsible for destroying enemy ground ordnance. Beta Team's job will be to eliminate air resistance and destroying enemy ground ordnance. Beta Team will eliminate air resistance. escort Allied transport craft after each mission is completed. That is all.
visual contact with the enemy base soon. Missile hit.
It's a beautiful country. I don't get why they had to go and start a war.
All personnel get ready to engage the Allied forces.
The 6th platoon has been deployed. Reading your orders.
to the south immediately. You're out of the danger zone. COM team, return to base.
Looks like we live to see another day, Cypher. Welcome back.
That was a bad nightmare. We lost several of our members. Mercenaries like us are disposable to the guys in charge. But in the end, we survived.
The mission objectives were achieved, but only after sustaining heavy losses from enemy laser ordnance. A war without honor can only result in massacre. You have fought nobly and deserve to be praised. We discovered that the unidentified laser weapon is a long-range offensive weapon, codenamed Excalibur. We believe it to be a Belkan anti-aircraft defense chemical laser weapon, developed as a missile defense system. According to our information, the strike zone is heavily guarded by a jamming facility and multiple anti-aircraft artillery units. Your objective is to destroy Excalibur. But to do that, you must first neutralize the jamming facility and the anti-aircraft artillery. Considering the importance of your target to the enemy, I'm afraid there's no way to avoid casualties from enemy resistance. In light of this, we've called in reinforcements for this mission. Work together with them to achieve the mission objectives.
supplies with us.
All jamming facilities have been destroyed. The main facility is all we have left.
All planes, attack Excalibur. Go for its power facilities and the cannon itself.
Did you get a look at Cypher's medal? Today I'll be getting one just as shiny.
planes. Job well done. PJ, don't get too excited and crash, buddy.
Yeah!
Although we didn't discover any nuclear facilities, Excalibur is no longer a threat. This can be considered a substantial victory for our side. Head Operations has recognized you as an indispensable component in this war, and expresses their utmost gratitude and respect. Orders have come in for an emergency sortie. A major air engagement is taking place as we speak between Belka and the Allied forces near the border, in the B-7R airspace, which Belka is committed to defend at all costs. B-7R, commonly known as the Round Table, has long been a symbol of Belka's political, military, and industrial might. However, at noon today, along with its lightning-quick commencement of Operation Battle Axe, the Allied forces officially announced the permanent abrogation of its non-aggression treaty at the Assembly of Nations, and simultaneously attacked B-7R with a massive fighter squadron. This mission may be our chance to finally end the Belkan War once and for all. I wish you luck.
combat airspace are down. Operation complete.
Yo, buddy. You still alive?
We were victorious in the B-7R engagement. The round table is finally toppled. According to our reports, the squadron led by that enemy ace in the Foxhound was the one designated to intercept and destroy fleeing aircraft. Thanks to you, our force's morale is skyrocketing.
My pulse raced at the astounding accomplishments of the mercenary known as Demon Lord. I forgot about my job and read everything I had on hand. Around the time Demon Lord received his nickname, South Belka showed signs of weariness regarding the war. Because the region was set up as a defense line to protect the birthplace of Belka in the north, the people's dissatisfaction had reached a climax. The cities declared themselves demilitarized and peacefully surrendered to the Allied forces. Unable to establish a defensive position, the Belkan army kept retreating to the north. The end of the war was fast approaching. I was given an opportunity to interview the former aces of the Belkan Air Force. Back then, they were the masters of the sky, and they had also known him. So I crossed the border to follow his trail. I wanted to capture the war and the Demon Lord from their point of view, to capture the voices of those who were there. Bernard Schmidt, a man with the eyes of an owl. Groom Team Commander, former member of the Belkan Air Force, 10th Air Division, 8th Tactical Fighter Squadron. Fighting with distinguished service on the battlefield, he earned the title of Ace with his uncanny ability to adapt quickly to the flow of battle.
I had a bad feeling while I was flying towards the round table. Why were they having problems down in 2 mercenaries? I figured it was just temporary chaos and it'd be over by the time I got there. Pilots of the Belkan Air Force are true professionals, but when I saw the situation, I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought maybe my IFF was malfunctioning. There were still 2 enemies on the radar. Everyone else in my squadron had the same reaction. This is really happening. Every now and then, guys like that appear on a battlefield. Someone special, you know? I squinted my eyes and confirmed the situation. Checked the terrain, air currents, his plane, his maneuvers, and his remaining ammo. I figured I could do it. I knew what I was getting into, but he still outmaneuvered me beyond my expectation.
Gelb Teams Number 2, former member of the Belkan Air Force, 5th Air Division, 23rd Tactical Fighter Squadron, Rainer Altman. He flew the skies of Directus during the capital's liberation, and he's still there to this day.
I met him above this very sky. I can still hear the sound of the missile alerts from that day. I received an order to fly to Directus on my way back from an intercept mission on the southern defense line. The order itself wasn't unusual. We kept being deployed from one mission to the next without receiving even the basic maintenance. But the situation was the same all around. We were late reaching the operational space. The station squadrons had already retreated, and warning bells were going off in the city. And the people were looking up to his plane, high above the sky. He pursued me relentlessly. As soon as I thought I'd shook him off, there he was again. The never-ending sound of the missile alerts put fear in my heart for the first time.
This man was head of the command group and was known as the Vulture. Schwartz team commander, Dominik Zubov, former member of the Belkan Air Force, 13th Night Fighter Air Division, 6th Tactical Fighter Squadron. He fled after the final battle in order to avoid prosecution for various war crimes. He is still on the run and being hunted as an escaped killer.
Sorry about the accommodations. Goes with the business. I'm not active during the day. Back then, I was a shadow assassin, an escapee killer. Given the order, I'd even shoot down my own comrades. I received an order to take down deserting craft on that day. It was a typical assignment. But something unexpected happened. My target was no new recruit, but a top ace of the Belkan Air Force.
And he just had to go and run straight into the chaos at the round table.
The man was sharp, just like the rumors. But that wasn't the problem. The problem was that the mercenary team of Solo Wing and him were there. Thanks to them, I lost my target. I figured the least I could do was take them down in return. Of course, that was where my luck ran out.
Every time I flew with him, his skill stood out. He was unstoppable. It didn't matter where the battlefield was. The man had complete trust in his own powers. He was born for battle, a demon lord who struck down all opposition. He paid no heed to the troubles of those who flew with him. Before long, everyone had taken notice of him. More and more would show up to watch him go off on sortie. Mercenaries or maintenance crew, it didn't matter. People wanted to burn his image to their memories. Hell, they weren't the only ones.
The Belkan forces are beginning to take flight. The industrial city of Hoffman is crucial to the enemy's industrial strategy and the heart of its war productions. The Allied forces have decided that all Belkan war production must be stopped to expedite the end of the war, and has requested our participation in this operation. The operation will primarily involve the bombing of ground facilities by the Allied forces' bombers. Your mission is to support those bombers and attack enemy facilities. We have achieved near total air supremacy over the target area, but don't let your guard down. There may still be sporadic resistance.
Gone to all units. I've confirmed a burning city up ahead. That must mean the bombing started.
Cover the Allied bombers. Eliminate all ground and aerial threats.
Let's move. To all bombers, drone Belka's ability to counterattack. Priority is placed on destruction over accuracy.
detected an unknown craft on radar. The blip is barely visible. It may be a stone. We'll destroy them all. I won't let them get back alive. Don't hold back. Go team, engage. Mayday! 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 This is Small Unit 3. I'm taking enemy fire. What happened to our escort plane? Damn it! Who could have shot me down? I've been hit. I'm getting targeted. I can't shake him. They'll pay for what they've done to Belkan. Burn them to the ground. Down all Belkan fighters. Ignore the civilians. Our priority is withdrawing the troops out of the area. Abandon Block D. Join up with 5th Company from Block C. Don't leave anything behind for the Allied forces. Mission objective fulfilled. All units, return to base. Damn them all.
Nobody knew why they were fighting anymore. All I felt at that point was sadness for the world. That's why I...
Pursued by Allied forces, the Belkan forces have taken flight, abandoning Hoffman. Without military production capabilities, Belka is in a bind. We were also able to confiscate samples of what seemed to be experimental weapons from the abandoned war factories, before Belka had time to use them. There are still pockets of resistance holed up in the industrial city of Sudentor. Although fleeing, the Belkan army continues to fight back and are using the Valdreich Mountains as a final line of defense in an attempt to prevent our army from reaching northern Belka. For this mission, we would like you to assist the Allied ground troops by clearing the skies of enemy fighters. The South Belka munitions factory is located in Sudentor, which means the remaining troops, although few in number, are well outfitted. Head to the designated operations rendezvous location, point 203.
We're both getting married for the first
ways.
All enemy planes are down. Return to base. On its base.
We were unable to confirm if the enemy squadron you engaged was equipped with nuclear weapons. We don't know all the details yet, but multiple nuclear detonations have been verified within the Belkan border. It is also unclear whether or not Galm 2, who disappeared during the mission, is still alive. We will continue our search efforts, but at this point there's not much hope. Our communications network is still down due to the nuclear explosions. Remain on standby until conditions improve.